All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So, I was going to take today off, and I've decided to take it off with you. So, this is my cleaning house outfit. That's why there's literally no shoulders. It's my loungewear. So, yeah, let's get into it. What is someone feeling and thinking for you? Guys, if you want to check out my Amazon shop, my Etsy shop, you can check out my animals on my Pinterest. I have a second tarot channel. If you're Aries, I almost said Aries. I could be bringing in an Aries energy, but what I was gonna say is if you're ever curious about me or anything that I have to offer, you can find all of it in the comment section, okay? Someone can't quit thinking about you. Could be an Aries, doesn't have to be. It could be someone who's getting more in touch with their Aries energy. So Aries people tend to be in control, kind of large and in charge. They give this aura of, I know what I want and I'm not scared to go after it. But I will say this, a lot of the Aries that I know personally who might show up like that in life, who has that very like strong demeanor, or maybe it's a woman where everybody's like, oh my God, and they put her on this pedestal and they think that she has no stress, she has no worries, she's very confident. Behind that mask, so to speak, there's a different version of them. So if you are dealing with an Aries, or if an Aries is thinking of you, the way that they could show up in life might be different than how they actually feel deep down. They could be big on, again, I'm in charge. I know what I want. I don't second guess anything. But this person could be thinking about you a lot, and they could be thinking about something that took place. Yeah, it could be some sort of like game playing. I don't know if you guys got in this situation where you started playing games, they started playing games. There was something here where it was like dodging a conversation, I feel like what they're showing me is an elephant in the middle of a room, and it's like, really, we ain't gonna talk about this elephant in the room? We really gonna ignore this elephant? I can't read you, you can't read me. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna handle this the only way that I know how. I'm gonna trigger you. I'm gonna piss you off. I'm gonna see if you react. So the relationship could have been based on reacting. It could have been like a reactive relationship, but that's going to be a side note, okay? So we're gonna sit that person to the side, and we're gonna bring in an energy now. What is this person feeling and thinking? Whoever I'm bringing in. I'm feeling really stuck right now. I'm needing time. I'm needing space. So someone here is missing you, but they feel stuck. I forgot to put Ella up. I've been trying to put her up, so you may notice me paying attention to her because she is letting me know real quick that she's comfortable in this house, and I just don't know how I feel about it. She's really made herself at home. All right. I'm hearing I Got a Guy for That by Post Malone and Luke Combs. But picking up the pieces is the hard part. But I ain't got a guy for that. I feel like the lyrics are, she wants someone who's going to mend it back, build it back, but I ain't got a guy for that. I could be wrong. Fact check me and put it in the comment section. So somebody could be feeling like they don't know how to mend something with you. That could be for some of you. Okay. We're going to side note that as well. So give me the energy about this person that's stuck. So this person's needing to free themselves from this stuck energy. And Spirit is saying with very soon that they're going to do that very soon. So someone right now could be in a phase of like analysis paralysis, over analyzing, feeling like they can't take action even if they want to. Now, all that takes is them waking up one morning and being able to look at something differently. So that energy is going to end up vanishing here in the near future. What is this person feeling and thinking? I keep finding myself thinking about you late at night and how strongly I feel for you and how I've never found that anywhere else. Oh, shit. Oh, my lenta. Okay. So somebody could be kind of overwhelmed with the chemistry, passion, desire. There could even be a bond here that they can't explain. Why do I feel so bonded to you? Especially emotionally. They could also feel like they've never met anyone like you with the "you are foreign to me." So you could be from a different country, maybe even a different state. Your culture could be different. That could be another reason why you're kind of like foreign to them. Let's see. So what are they feeling around this relationship? Feeling like they need to take some sort of action. They're in an energy of like, I desire to take action, to be in my masculine energy. So right now they're feeling stuck. They could be resting. They could be recovering. They could be in a moment of reflecting. They're definitely healing, which is another reason why they're not taking action, because they feel stuck. And when we feel stuck, it's better not to do anything at all than take action and fuck something up. But what's happening here is, even though that they feel stuck and they know that it's in the best interest of not just them, but this relationship, for them to take time, space, and distance, here very soon, that energy is going to be released. And they're going to feel the need to either come in and balance this or heal this. They could be working a lot, trying to balance something out in their life that they've been working on. This could be paying off debt. This could be... Okay, so I know somebody years ago who had got into some sort of trouble. And it took months, even a year, for this person to balance out their life. So in that moment, they got in trouble, went to jail, and it was like, okay, but the battle is not done. We still have to go to court. I might have to hire a lawyer, and my court date might be postponed, or they might make me do community service. I might have to go back to jail. I might have to go to fucking prison. I might be put on probation. It's like, this journey is not over. Someone here, this person, could be working on something that they've been working on for a while. It's like, I'm trying to conquer this. I'm trying to get this car paid off. I'm trying to get it to where I can buy my share of the business, my share of the home, and I can buy this person out. But something is taking time. It takes time. And they've been very dedicated to it. But it's like, the closer they get to the finish line, I feel like the finish line moves. So this person could also be feeling kind of like overwhelmed. I think I'm getting things taken care of. And then I look and I'm like, did I get anything taken care of though? How does this person feel for you? This is so interesting. So this person sees you as a Two of Cups, but they also see this relationship as something that they couldn't give to. They had to choose their own self. That's how this person feels. It's like, you came into my life when I needed you the most, but when I wasn't ready for you. This is just so weird. It's like, I don't know. They're showing me someone being offered to be like the CEO of a company, but that person never even being a manager. Realistically, do you think someone can be a CEO of a company overnight when they've never even been a damn manager? I would vote no. I'm not saying that they couldn't learn it. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm just saying, is it really the most realistic avenue to take? No, it isn't. That's kind of how this person feels about you in this relationship. When it comes to this relationship, it isn't that they didn't see you as growth material. It isn't that they didn't want to grow. There was fertile grounds here. This was the perfect ground to put in my tomato plants, my green pepper plants. I knew that they were going to grow. I mean, hell, it's farmland. We know it's going to grow. but I'm not ready for it. I don't know how much water it's going to take. I might not have the money to buy the tractors. That's kind of how this person viewed you in this relationship. So they could have then chose their own self. But that could have felt like a backstabbing or betrayal to you, because you could have been along the energy of, I don't get it. There's a bond here. You see it, I see it. You obviously want me. You see it, I see it. Yet we can't grow here. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I just heard right person, wrong time. That could be what this person's feeling. I feel like I'm broken and I can't be fixed. That could also be the problem here. Someone here feels broken, and instead of bleeding on you, they're running from you. Okay. Yeah, this person's missing you. I keep getting the cards, missing you, missing you, missing you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Do they plan on taking any action? A lot of the cards that keeps coming out when I'm asking about them taking action is them kind of like retreating, going within, removing their own self from like society, their friend group. I won't even be surprised if you don't run into this person, because this is going to be the kind of person where they're not really going out. You know, maybe they're used to going to the bar, going to concerts, going to the club, going to hang out with the girls, the boys. This is going to be someone who's going to take themselves out of those environments because they're feeling very broken. They're feeling very defeated. They're feeling really tired. There could even be a lot of like disappointment and heartbreak coming up that they want to deal with on their own. So I see this person kind of like turning into a recluse and wanting to stay to their own self. But it's interesting because as they do that, late at night, they're going to find themselves thinking of you. So some of you, what you're going to notice is late at night, you're going to start seeing this person's name. You're going to start being reminded of this person. So let's say you go all day and you don't think of this person, you don't see this person's name, nothing. And then 7 p.m. hits and it's like, boom, there's their name on the TV. You pick up your phone. Somebody by that name's calling you. You text your mama and your mama's like, hey, listen, I'm talking to Jim Bob down here at the Walmart. And you're like, God bless, why is this fucker's name haunting me? It's because that's when they're thinking of you. So those signs are going to come through easier because they're thinking of you in that moment. They're being reminded of you. They're thinking of you. So you're kind of being pulled to them by being reminded of them. And I feel like it's going to be something to where you can't explain. It's going to be something to where you would want to call someone and go, I know I'm not crazy. Please tell me I'm not crazy. Do you see this? Their name's here. Then I'm driving down the highway, their name's there. Then I go to pick up my food. Guess what? The waitress's or waiter's name, it's their name. I can't catch a break. That's what I'm getting here. But it's going to be especially at night. And that's how you're going to know that this is your reading. Because late at night, you're going to start seeing their name. You might start seeing like eyeballs or things watching you where you're like, that's creepy. Why am I seeing eyes everywhere? That could be a sign that this person is also looking you up or trying to see what you're up to. That's going to be for some of you. So I'm asking, what does this person want? They do want this. They want to be able to manifest this. They want a union. They want everything that you want. But the blockage is the burdens. See, 10 of Wands could be, there's not enough hours in the day. I have battles upon battles upon battles to conquer, to deal with, to manage, and I got to drop some of this before I can give you everything. Here's an example. So, when you're dating, if you have a lot on your plate, let's say you have kids, and they're in sports and you've got 2 jobs and you're running a side business and you're taking care of your parents and you're helping your neighbors and you volunteer. Let's say you have all these things on your plate. Well, realistically, if you put yourself out there to date and you know that you don't have time to put anything else on your plate, you need to what? You need to conquer some of this you got on there and get rid of it before you add more. Sometimes that could be the 10 of Wands, is I don't feel like I have enough time in the day. I want to make time for this. I want this to be a priority, but realistically, I already have priorities that have to be taken care of. So realistically, are you going to cancel a date because your baby has a sport program? No, you're not. You're not going to make them for the same day. That sport program is just as much as a priority as your date is. However, if you have a lot going on with this 10 of Wands, you might, again, not have enough hours in the day. You might not have enough time, and it might become very overwhelming, very stressful. And when we're overwhelmed and we're stressed, we will get rid of the things that we want to be priority, but maybe we can't make them priority. Again, sports have to be a priority. You're teaching your children, okay, if you sign up for something, you got to go through it. I don't care if you like it or not. That's life. So that's my priority. But if you're just getting to know somebody, is that person really your priority? More than likely not. You might like them, you might care about them, but realistically, we got priorities out the yin yang. Do we really want to give ourselves one more priority? And then you might miss out on something that could have been beautiful, that could have been amazing, that could have been so much fun, simply because not only did you not have the time, but the thought of you adding one more thing onto your plate, no matter how fun, great, and awesome it was, stressed you the hell out. That could be this person's energy. It isn't that they don't want to be around you. It isn't that they don't miss you. It isn't that they're not crazy about you. It isn't any of that. It's that they have so much on them that it's overwhelming. And sometimes you have to choose yourself. Sometimes you do. And I'm saying that this person could be missing you. I'm saying that this person could be very burdened around the fact that they feel like they met someone who really matched them, someone that they could, this person either has feelings for you, is in love with you, or sees you as the kind of partner that would match them, that would bring a lot to the table. They see you as someone that they want to give everything to, but I don't have time. I don't. And that could be the burden here. That could be why they're stuck. That could be another notice that there are things this person needs to free themselves from. So again, let's go back to that scenario. I said that you could be wanting to date, but you got kids in sports and you got multiple jobs and you're taking care of people. Okay, well, if you're wanting to make dating a priority, then some of those things need to be taken off. Now, you might not need to abandon people, but you can make changes. So an example would be, let's say again, you're dating and you're working 2 jobs, you're running your business, you're taking your children to sports, you're taking care of your neighbor, you're taking care of your mom and your dad. Well, we can maybe minimize some of those and say, okay, I take care of them. I used to go over there and I would feed them. But maybe instead of doing that, I'm going to start making extra every night when I cook. And then I will take that to them the next day and they can have leftovers, or I'll take it to them that night. And that's going to take a whole day away from me maybe going over there and meal prepping for them and getting them ready for the week. I will just add that onto me every single day because it's something small. I just got to get them out of plate, throw them some food on there, run it over there to them. They're good to go. And then I've got me a whole day freed up. And then you could go around and go, okay, business-wise, maybe I can take 5 hours from that. I'll go down 1 hour a day, not work on that as much. Maybe for my second job, instead of working 4 days a week, I can go down to 2 because financially I'm in a nice spot. There are ways to free yourself from the things that stress you out. But if you don't allow yourself the time to think about it, to work it out, you will get stuck in something that feels like you can't get out of it. So I think here soon, someone is going to recognize that they want to make some sort of changes. But right now, their ego's taking over and they're like, but I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. But here in the near future, they're going to say, you know what, I can and I will change. I'm going to take action. I'm going to make time. I think for some of you, this person needs to miss you for them to make changes, for them to recognize that they can free themselves from something, but they have to want to do it instead of making excuses. Yeah. You're going to have me second guessing my life plan is what I just heard. Kind of feeling stressed out about that as well. Feeling uncertain, wanting to trust, needing to trust. They're also telling you to trust. Trust in the stillness. Trust that changes are coming even when you don't see them and even when you don't know what those changes look like. Because some of you have got to get to a point where you trust that what's meant for you will be yours. And sometimes that doesn't look like it unfolding in the way that you want it to or the way that you imagine it to unfold. So yeah, that's what this person's currently feeling. They're currently feeling like they're stuck. Spirit's telling you to just kind of give them their space and let them kind of reevaluate. What did I just say? Self-care. Clear your energy and focus on yourself. That's what I'm saying. Give them the space to figure out what they want to do. Give them the space to second guess their plans, what they're giving time, energy, and attention to, and let them do their thing. Now, I am seeing that you guys do have differences when it comes to like finances, money, maybe how you would want to run a household, how you guys would want to contribute to the household. So one person here could be like, I want to do 50-50. And the other one could be like, no, you providing. You the provider, you going to provide. There could be differences on how money is spent, how money comes into the home, how we divide the money up. Does one of us pay for everything? Do we do 50-50? Do you pay for certain bills? I pay for certain bills. I am seeing that that's also going to be a difference. But yeah, they're telling you to have a boundary. They're telling you to have a boundary. Let this person, again, miss you. If this is your storyline, let the power that you have over this person work in your favor. Your intuition is telling you that they're going to want to come in and work on this relationship because they feel regret and they feel like this relationship could be abundant. They're telling you that this person's longing for a second chance with you, but they could be in denial on whether or not you're actually going to forgive them and give them a second chance. But again, your intuition's telling you to work on the relationships that want to work on it with you. So again, while this person feels stuck and they need time, they need space, allow them to have the time, allow them to have the space. They're not ready. And that's okay. You can't persuade someone to be ready. You can't beg them to be ready. You can't pull them to the finish line because all you're going to do is delay the inevitable. If you beg someone to be ready, it might be great whenever they go, yeah, I'm ready. But you might then marry your demise. You might then marry something that you didn't want. Just because you get someone to the finish line doesn't mean that they're invested the way that you want them to. The way that you want them to be. Spirit is saying, listen, allow this person to invest in you or not invest in at all, but set your boundary very firm and allow it to grow or go. What I'm saying is that this person is going to miss you. What I'm saying is that this person is going to end up second guessing some sort of life plan and reevaluating whether or not they're prepared for those changes. Now, again, you guys want the same things, but wanting the same things and being able to take the action to get you there is different. Here's an example. Me and my siblings can stand beside one another and all of us can say, okay, I want to be financially stable and free. But if every single one of us shows up differently, if one of us is dedicated and saves like a mother and the next one barely works, is spending like nobody's business, realistically, we can look at both of us and go, okay, I know both of you want the same things, but only one of you is probably going to get there. Why? Because only one of you has the action and the brain power matched with the ability to get you there. And that's what I'm getting here. It's like if you, again, try to persuade someone, beg someone, change someone's mind, try to make them see what you're saying, you're only going to delay the inevitable. Do they want the same things as you? Yes. Are they capable of doing that right now? The answer is no. Changes have to be made. They have to be willing to drop things from their plate or drop things from their life that are priority that maybe shouldn't be, that have been priority for far too long, where maybe some sort of little tweak will make life so much easier. But if you don't leave them be, if you don't allow their own self to free themselves from what they see as problems, issues, and blockages, you're going to take their power away from them, and that's not your place. You want a powerful partner. You want a powerful spouse, lover, counterpart. This is the make it or break it moment. Are they going to make it and say, you know what, I'm going to take the action. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. Or are they going to continue to be in limbo and miss you and allow you to have some sort of power over them, but that be it? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Country singers have got power over me. That don't mean I'm growing with them. Just because you have the power over someone doesn't mean you're going to grow with them. Okay? We call those fans. Okay? We call those fans. So I think in this moment, this is the difference between this person being your forever versus being a fan. Are they just going to be a fan of you? Are they just going to admire you? Are they just going to care about you? Are they going to make excuses and say, well, I'm stuck? Or are they going to be with you, count you as their forever? So this is the make it or break it moment. And Spirit is saying that there is nothing that you can do, that they have insecurities and that they need to work on their own self before this could ever go anywhere. Yeah, they could be working on their self. They could be working on their self, but they are really stubborn. So again, this is where that free will comes in. They are doing the work, but they're also really stubborn, and their ego can get in the way as well. And an ego will ruin a relationship. An ego will have you thinking that you can get better when you got the best at home. So I'm going to leave this here. I think Spirit just wants you to know that there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say. That this person has got to take the action that they want to take, and you just have to trust. You just have to trust. All right, leave it here. Have a blessed day.